Hello everyone, I'm LordMidas and welcome back to the Empire of Carpathia, where in the last episode we had a bloody mishap. We lost one of our hands when an antelope ate it, the one that we were sacrificing to the ancestors in order to get everlasting life. Kind of backfired, and we also have an infection running in our wound right now, which is pretty bad. Which is why I've actually gone ahead between this episode and the last one and given away all of the titles that I was holding in my domain. I've given them away to different people in relevant areas and also transferred different vassals over to different other people in order to get down to my vassal limit. And we were basically revoking some vassal titles over here from some Slavic vassals that we have. So Chief Dobromir of Lausitz, I think, is going to continue to lose his next title. And we also have another one over here. Let's revoke his title as well. And another one. Oh, he's got a couple of chiefdoms actually, so let's revoke both of his titles there as well. And we also were at the point where we have to marry away some of our daughters and nieces. So Yevpraxia, our daughter, is ready for marriage. And I've taken the time to look around for some nice matrilineal marriages that we could do. But unfortunately, we can't invite any heir to our character. So for example, if I were to try to invite some heir of some duchy or a kingdom over here in order to matrilineally marry him, they really don't accept the invitation. Or all of these are childs, but like that. So for example, all of them have a negative opinion of me, and that's because Tsar Rodislav the Flare is a really infamous character, and yeah, pretty much hated by everybody around the world. He's cruel, merciless, ruthless, and all kind of that stuff. So we won't be able to do that, so we can just go ahead and get our daughter married to some irregular person then. And I think I'm going to try to marry my daughter to the King of Vladimir, who's also my kinsman. But this way, we have a major kingdom in our realm who have a non-aggression pact with us, which is perfect. Let's do that. And the other woman that we had to marry was our niece, daughter or half-sister. Let's get her married. And I've thought about it a little bit, and I think it would be nice if we can get her married to somebody outside the realm, because within the realm, I don't really care about marrying her to such young people. So let's get her married to the petty king of Wessex over here. So Wessex is a sizable realm. They've got a nice amount of territory. I think this will be nice. Let's just get her married over there. And I've also noticed that the king of Bulgaria currently, he's a child, but there is no heir to the kingdom of Bulgaria from his dynasty. So I am the heir directly because his siblings are bastard children of his father or mother, etc. So this could be very interesting. As soon as King Temerich the Bulgaria comes of age, I mean, we could try to choose to plot to kill him right now, but that doesn't work. We don't have enough plot power. But we could simply wait for him to come of age, then antagonize him, make him a rival, and then duel him and kill him and get the kingdom like that, and then maybe give that kingdom to somebody in our dynasty. Which also brings us to the other point here. There's a lot of talking, but yeah. We have a lot of things to do here. So the kingdom of Pomerania is currently held by us because we revoked a couple of titles over here. And I've made a couple of my dynasty members who are far away dynasty members of mine. So like related with me from some distant relative. And I'm going to use one of them to give the kingdom of Pomerania to right now. As soon as I'm done revoking all of these titles over here, I'll make Ilya Sviatopolkovich the new king of Pomerania. And then we will keep Terentia in our vision for maybe making him the king of Bulgaria afterwards. So this is a nice expansion of our dynasty going on here as well. But for now, let's give away the council position that's open, because I think I transferred some vassals here and there, so must have lost my court chaplain like that. And we don't really have a very good option right now. He's also going to be malcontent most likely. Milan, Coordinator Carpathia, let's just choose him. Oh, he's my son. Oh, you know what? That's actually perfect, because I eventually do want to excommunicate him. Oh, but I won't be able to excommunicate him if he is the court chaplain himself. Alright, then I'm just gonna make this guy Eunakis, Keeper of the Swans. He hates us quite a lot, but I think it will have to work. Let's make him and send him to proselytize in Zaslav. And then we will continue and wait for these revocations to happen. That's one of them. Second, and the betrothal has been accepted with the King of Vladimir. Perfect. He will accept in one day, and then we will revoke his next title. And I think that should be pretty much it in terms of vassal titles here. And what's that? To the two-faced brute, Rodislav, your lore character is the subject of Greek plays. I will not allow you to steal my titles without a fight. You are no longer my liege lord. Who is this guy over here? He thinks he can actually fight us. He was a chief. I just tried to revoke his last title. So where exactly is he? Over here. This is the revolt right now, and we already had our army standing over there. Okay, he's gonna die pretty fast, isn't he? Just gonna assault it. 100%. And now he's gonna lose his titles like that. And I'm also gonna execute him. Yeah, that's just perfect, isn't it? That's what you get for declaring your war. And what is that? During the transfer power, Rodislav Slovensky lost their skull trophy. I did not have a skull trophy. But probably he had it, and probably the localization here is bugged, and it was referring to him and not me, because I did not have a skull trophy. Okay, then it's time to give away these titles as well, and also give the kingdom to Ilya Sviatopolkovich. I will do that by taking a cut here. Alright, so I've transferred quite some chiefdoms to him, but when I'm trying to transfer the high chiefdom or the kingdom to him, I'm having some troubles because some people in the council are not voting. I even tried to change my patriarch, but still did not work. So I think I'm going to go ahead and ask for council support from this guy over here. Request council support. And when he accepts to support me in the council, I think we should be able to give the kingdom to our dynasty member here. Perfect, like that. Let's also give him the High Chiefdom of Brandenburg over here. So I've given him 2 High Chiefdoms, and then I'm also going to give him the Kingdom of Pomerania. Like that. Very nice. He loves us now, absolutely. And we have the kingdom under our dynasty, which is perfect. A small spear throwing competition could be entertaining, and it's also a great way to enliven your battle technique. Maybe you should arrange a contest at your court, even though you are one-handed, but we will still try to throw this spear with one hand. Let's try to amaze everyone. Everyone attending the spear throwing competition seems to be having a great time. They are partaking in the contest, conversing and laughing together. Perhaps the merriment is a bit too much, as a spear is carelessly hurled into the field, as someone is still out there measuring the distance of their previous throw. And our spy master gets mangled and severely injured. That's unfortunate. Like, he's a very good spy master right now. He loves us. And he's also pretty good at his job, but he currently is severely injured and mangled, so he's pretty bad at the job now. Yeah, I don't want to lose him. After dozens of spears have been hurled through the air, a sole victory emerges. No one manages farther than High Chief Izyaslava Karelia, our steward. Congratulations. Violence seems to be able to solve all your problems. Life is easier when you can simply smash things into submission. I seem to no longer have the patience to negotiate, and we become wroth. Absolutely what we like to do with this character. Perfect. A blessed has passed. Alright, some interesting iconoclast blessed at the age of 75. The cleansing flame. And another blessed has passed, also iconoclast. Voislav Spis, 71 years old, quite old people here. And as soon as we're done with this duel thing, we're gonna go ahead and do our mission to duel this woman here. And for now, we're just gonna have to wait until the threat goes down. It's currently 77%. And as soon as it's down enough that France is not in the defensive pact, we should be able to go and take the couple of counties that we need. Should put our retinues back to looting then, I think. I'm just gonna make sure I'm not raising any levies. All of these are our retinues. Perfect. And I think we could afford a little bit more of them as well. The Massalian faith triumphant. The adherents of the Nestorian faith have steadily dwindled to the point where Massalian believers are in the majority. Okay. Bickering of the fools does not concern me. And I think we can then put them on looting. And loot What's that? What happened here? Why did I suddenly lose these couple of counties? Chief Stefan the Usurper of Krakow? What? He just went independent? What happened here? I mean, this was part of my territory just a little time ago. And this is not good, so we have to then go against this guy as well to get these 2 counties off of him. I think we have to do that. He's currently part of the defensive pact, so we will have to send our retinues over here and declare war to get these couple of counties back from them. That's pretty weird. With my illustrious education in all affairs of state and diplomacy, I should have no trouble finding the right way to endear myself to Tsaritsa Iustina, our wife, who we are trying to sway because she hates us quite a bit. And illustrious education in all affairs of state and diplomacy? Yeah, sure, we have 0 diplomacy right now, even though we have education in there. But we are completely not a diplomatic character. Shall we try it with our wife, though? Let's try it. Maybe she understands us better than other people. Nope. Unfortunately, my letter was unable to convince Tsaritsa Iustina of my good intentions. I am afraid I will have to try something different to earn her trust. Sure. And here, our retinues should be arriving there pretty soon, so we're gonna go ahead and declare war. Holy war for Silesia. And as soon as they're in there, we will assault their holdings. Like that. Oops. Have to remove the looter status. Assault. 100%. And that's it. Pretty fast holy war here. Also gonna go ahead and do the same thing with Krakow. And then we can give away this county to the King of Poland, I believe. Yes. Just gonna give him the county directly, instead of having to go around by giving it to someone else first. The Paulician heresy has appeared in the county of Naissos. Horrible indeed. But our iconoclast faith is spreading at quite a fast pace, so that's good. Alright. Oh, he's iconoclast. So we can't declare a holy war against him. But I think we should be able to declare something else. Claim Krakow in the name of our King of Poland. I think I'm just definitely going to go ahead and do that, but why is nobody accepting it? Okay, we have a missing council position, and that's our spy master. He died, okay. He died a mangled mess, I would assume, yes. That's very unfortunate, because now we don't have a good person to put as a spy master. Vasavalod, High Chief of Lithuania, could work. He's depressed and stressed, so he might also die pretty fast. Just gonna put him in Constantinople, though. And I think now we should be able to declare this claim war. Nope, they are not accepting. There's no glory in this war, okay. Then I think I have to ask my spy master for council support. He will accept, yes. So, yeah, now we should be able to declare the war. And now we have a peasant revolt as well. This is going on all the way south here. We will take care of them as well as soon as we're done with this war. Start walking back towards Krakow. And claim Krakow. The fleeting, yet again. High Chief Blazej calls my name from the other side of the dining hall, standing on one of the long tables, challenging me to a fleeting. But Blazej claims that there are only a few half-forgotten legends speaking of the last time a woman called me a man. Okay, let's check him out. He is lustful, charitable, temperate, craven, so we could use quite some insults against him. He's also he's ugly, he's not a dwarf. Okay, it is said that your ability is legendary amongst dwarves. So this could be used against lustful opponents. This could be used against envious and shy, ambitious and proud, and kind. So I think I'm just going to use this lustful then option. I lost my temper yet again, seeing that I was unable to rebuke his insults. The crowd quickly sided with him, ensuring his victory. This pretty much happens every time. But he offers us a drink and says that he doesn't want to offend us. Alright. Pretty bad. I don't remember that I've ever won a fleeting against anybody. Assault. And we have a Tengri uprising as well. This way, all the way east. Oh, we have this single county in the middle of Bülerit, Haganet. Very interesting. And the Tengri uprising happened right in there. And this is owned by the King of Bulgaria, so he somehow maybe might have inherited it somehow. Yeah, because he is also Bulgar Altaic, so could be related to his past history or something. 100% though, so enforce that demand. And now we can definitely take care of this revolt first. And you know what, even if this revolt wins, I don't really care, because this is too far away and I don't really want that county. So we will see if we even want to take care of that or not. We do have to appoint another commander. Couple of commanders actually. This is going to be Sulislaw and Fedot. And what is that? King Vsevolod of Pannonia has inherited the kingdom of Pannonia, and he was slain by Bishop somebody in personal combat. So I don't know, is the kingdom of Pannonia jinxed or what? Previously we had Walker as the king of Pannonia, and he was also slain by somebody in personal combat. And now we have Vyacheslav, the usurper of Pannonia, also slain in personal combat. And we have to appoint a new chancellor, of course. I'm just going to go ahead with this guy, who is malcontent, but he's pretty good at it. So, should help reduce our threat faster. Oh, what? Oh my god, yet again. So we are sitting at 99% threat yet again because of these couple of wars that we declared here. Alright, that's very annoying. Like, we spent quite some time trying to get it to 77%, and then those two people just went independent and we had to declare war on them again, putting our threat back to 100%. Somebody at our court has... Oh, he is trying to become Russian. Okay. Yeah, should definitely become Russian. But this was pretty bad. And we have another peasant revolt. Yeah, now we have to wait much longer. Oh, the peasant revolt is happening in the same place as the Tengri uprising. Okay. I'm not even going to try to get rid of that. I'm going to let them have that county. Just 100% here. And send my army basically to looting, I think. I'm not gonna go ahead and try to end that war. I'm actually gonna go ahead and surrender already to somebody here. So should we surrender to the Tengri uprising? If I surrender here, he's not gonna accept. Oh, we can't... What? Why doesn't he accept a surrender? The peasant revolt will definitely accept it. I'm gonna send that. I really don't want that county. And yeah, the Tengri revolt is over, of course. And now we can send our retinues to looting. And that also puts us at peacetime, so we can go ahead with our mission to duel Veslikan Klakis. Put these on looting here. Hopefully he doesn't have his big stack. He still does, so we will check. Veslikan Klakis has chosen to accept your challenge to personal combat. The duel will take place in the next few days, a duel for honor. The onlookers are cheering for me as I swing my dull spear with increasing enthusiasm. When it's over, Veslikan Klakis is on the ground, her face red with embarrassment. I shrug, smiling to the crowd and at my opponent. Perfect. She gets severely injured. This was too easy. And here we just have to be careful that we don't get demolished by his big stack. One of our bastard nieces. Let's make her deceitful or cruel. Deceitful, I guess. And I think, yes, he is gonna try to come and kill my stag. So I'm gonna move my stag out into Africa then. As she's growing older, I can see that Primislava could use some guidance in one of my experienced areas. I could become stressed and make her brave. Nope, she must learn on her own. And our son, Rostislav, has finished his education in the ways of intrigue and he has become a lunatic. Wow. And he is just a flamboyant schemer, very good. And he could become deceitful or cruel. Let's just make him cruel for now. Oh, no, he became deceitful anyway. Okay. But this is pretty bad. Like, we have 3 sons and not one of them is a decent candidate for becoming the next emperor. Except maybe Fyodor. He is pretty good in martial score and also in personal combat skill. I think he then is the best option. So we're just going to have to remove Milan from the equation. Just going to go ahead and request his excommunication. But he's not accepting because Patriarch, his opinion of Milan is pretty high. He's also quite a pious character. So we will have to try to figure some way out. Maybe give him a temple. Can we revoke a temple from someone? We could revoke the temple from here. It will reduce the opinion of my vassals further, but pretty much my vassals hate me anyway, and I think negative 15 on top of that won't really make matters any more worse than they already are. So I'm just going to revoke this bishopric. Oh, we can't. Cannot revoke the last temple holding from your religious head. Okay, so we have to change our religious head then. It's gonna be Stefan, quoted in Carpathia. He's a tribal kinslayer. Heir to the Kingdom of Poland. Is that the guy that I declared my war on over here? Let me just quickly check that. Krakow. It was this one. And the Chiefdom of Krakow history. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Declared war, defeated me. Okay, we just made sure that he lost all his titles here, and now we've made him the religious head, and he likes us for that? Pressed my claim. Oh. Oh, okay. So this is one of the people whose claims we pressed a long time ago. Alright, so that plus 100 opinion is gonna go away pretty soon. But yeah, this is interesting. So I think he was the one whose claim we pressed against the Kingdom of Pomerania in the beginning, or maybe it was against the Kingdom of Poland. I don't know. Probably against the Kingdom of Poland, and then he lost it because somebody else usurped it from him. No, it was Bozidar whose claim we pressed. I don't know who's... where did we press his claim? Probably against the Kingdom of Pomerania. Let's check that as well. Conquered as a claimant? No, I don't know. Yeah, Stefan the Usurper conquered as a claimant. So we pressed his claim against the Kingdom of Pomerania. Then we revoked some titles from him as well afterwards. Not really revoked, I mean pressed our own vassal's claim against him. Now he's the Patriarch. What a story there. Very, very interesting. And he's gonna be the one who will excommunicate our son then, I think. Excommunicate. Perfect. And he has excommunicated him. The vile excesses of Milan, sure, like he's such a pious character. But he agrees that he should be denied communion. And then I'm gonna imprison him. 72% chance. If he flees to another court, this will be very bad for us. But we will have to try that. So I'm just going to put my spy master here. That will maybe increase the chance to imprison him. I don't think so. But we could change our focus to intrigue. That will definitely help to imprison him faster, but I think I'm just gonna go ahead and try that 72% chance, and he is safely locked away in my dungeon, awaiting his fate. Perfect, excellent. And now I should be able to order him to take the vows. You can order unlanded courtiers to take the vows and join a monastic order of their choice. This will disqualify them from normal inheritance, but they will still be claimants. We lose 50 piety, he becomes a monk, and he's released from prison. So the point is, if somebody's an heir to some title, you can only ask or order them to take the vows if they are in prison. So he will leave our court. Yeah, I'm going to do that, and he has become a monk. Milan takes the news of his cloistering fairly well. He tells me that he understands my reasons, and that, if it is my desire to have him languish the rest of his days in a monastery, he will readily obey. It had to be done. And we have a new heir, Fyodor Rodislavovich. Perfect, this is exactly what we wanted. And unfortunately, like, Milan only was able to produce one son with his wife before he was ordered to become a monk. I think we can lift his excommunication as well now. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just make him feel a little bit better about himself. After all, he's a monk. A traveling poet who calls himself a bard arrived today. Good for nothing, nobody, Or if he does anything wrong, we'll break every bone in his body. He can stay for as long as he likes. Definitely break every bone in his body if he does anything wrong, because we are cruel and wrath like that. And High Chief Ruslan II, who had introduced the bard to the court, was not pleased with me promising to break the bard's bones. I tried to explain that I would only break the bones if the bard tried to do something unpleasant, but High Chief Ruslan did not accept that explanation. There's a 50% chance that we lose the trait Wrath, and another 50% chance that we get ashamed. Okay, what happened? I think we got ashamed. And we also lost the Wrath trait. Okay, that's unfortunate. I wanted to remain Wrath with him, but apparently the shame was too much. And the Patriarch has lifted the excommunication. I will gladly lift the excommunication and allow him back to the church. Perfect. He still hates us quite a bit, but he's now staying at the court of the Bishop of Solsea over here. Very interesting that he chose to stay at the temple in our capital. I might understand more about money than I do about people, but that doesn't mean I shouldn't use my extensive knowledge, that I couldn't use my extensive knowledge of my realm's economy to impress Tsaritsa Justina. Yeah, we definitely understand something about that, so I will share my knowledge of statesmanship with her. She already knows about our prosperous realm, she's living in it. We don't have to share that. And she answered to my letter admitting that she has much to learn from me and has really appreciated me taking some time off my duties at Tsar in order to teach her something about statesmanship. She's touched. Oh, look at that, she hates us quite a bit. Imprisoned my child. Okay. That's very bad. So we're gonna try to keep swaying her, but I think this will not turn out to be very well. She will keep hating us for what we've done to her child. Oh yeah. And now the person who is actually the heir is not even her son. He is the son of some concubine. Lima, who was also slain by us. She died in the dungeons because she was... she produced a bastard child with somebody else. She was unfaithful to us. Pretty interesting, yeah? Like, the emperor is gonna be the one whose mother was imprisoned for being unfaithful, whereas the actual sons of the Tsaritsa are not going to be emperors. Oh, he is the heir to the Kingdom of Novgorod. Why is that? Heir to the High Chiefdom of Novgorod and heir to the Kingdom of Novgorod. Why? This doesn't make no sense because I have just one county and that's my capital. Our infection has gone away. But we'll read about that. But why is he the heir to the kingdom? That's really bad and wrong. Heir to the High Chiefdom of Brandenburg and Lausitz. What? We don't have those anymore. I don't know, maybe the game is bugged a little bit here because I gave away a lot of these things. Why is he also the heir to the Chiefdom of Gdov? Because the Chiefess of Gdov has him as her heir. Very interesting. Alright, we will see about that. I mean, I really don't want to lose the kingdom title like that, and maybe because if that happens, this guy might actually also gain the capital of the kingdom, which is our capital, and that will really destroy our realm. So I will have to figure something out how to solve this between this episode and the next one. But very good news, your infection has put you in grave danger on multiple occasions. The pain and foul smell have finally subsided, and your wound looks clean. I feel better, we're no longer infected. That should also increase our personal combat skill. 66 now, even though we are one-handed. And a lack of patience. I recently lost a game of arm wrestling, and Chief Miskiewicz has approached me, wanting to talk about my temper. Patience is something that comes from within, my fellow member, the Champions of Peru explains. I clench my fist, a gesture not lost on the man. You just need some guidance, he finally says. I am open for suggestions. What could you have in mind? This could help us become patient, which this character certainly isn't. I'm not your charity project. And I tell him that he is insulting us, and you clearly need more hobbies. We politely decline. Nope, I'm not your charity project. I'm gonna insult him because he's insulting us. And now that we've fulfilled our mission, and we're not really dueling at anyone, maybe we can check out if we have some rivals to duel. Chief Ferret of Lomza, he's pretty old. But we will still try to duel him. Considering the old age of Chief Ferret, certain characters will consider this challenge in poor taste. Yeah, I'm just still gonna go ahead and do that. The spineless coward has refused your challenge. Pathetic. Yeah, he always refused the challenges because he's craven. I think that's probably this increases his chances of refusing the challenge. Shall we then duel Queen Georgia of the Empty Pockets of Epirus? She's a woman, so people will also not like that. Duel. As Queen Georgia is a woman, this challenge is widely frowned upon. Uncivilized dueler for 10 years. Vassal opinion -10. I think this will probably not help us. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait until the King of Bulgaria comes of age and then hopefully duel him. In the meantime, we could just, you know, antagonize some random people sitting at our court and duel them just for fun. I'm going to antagonize Kazimierz Chosisko. He's also Slavic. That makes perfect sense, I think. I knew there was a huge bear somewhere near the caves in Novgorod, and a courier of mine had insisted to come along when my men and I went hunting for the bear. Enough with your nagging, you can come along. There's no way you'll join us, and who is this? One of our couriers, Malovuch. He's also Slavic. Like, we do have sympathy for pagan religions, but sure, we will ask him to come along. The beast was huge, bigger than any bear I had ever seen. I fought him bravely, but only managed to slay him after he wounded several of my men. Could not save everyone, and he gets a 30% chance of being wounded, but I managed to save him. Yeah, definitely managed to save him as well. Took him with me for a reason, and we held up our honor. The King of Vladimir is ready for his marriage to our daughter. Definitely going to accept that. And Terentia, also somebody of our dynasty that we will make a king eventually. Let's give him some martial education. Yeah, so unfortunately, our threat went back up to 100%. Of course, it's now down to 81%. But if we did not have had to go for those two wars, I think that our threat would now have been like below 50% already. So this has been a little bit unfortunate in that regard. But of course, we do still have all of Poland, and we just need these couple of counties in Bohemia, so we just have to wait for our threat situation to go against France. Oh, there's a new king of France already. What happened? The previous king died after a disagreement with a meal. He stayed in hiding for so long that he became a lunatic, didn't even produce enough children. Now the new king also has just one child right now, but he's 23 years old. His wife is 27. So he could produce more children like that, and eventually helped France to split up due to Gavelkind succession, making it relatively easier for us to go ahead and take these 2 counties. Yeah, so we will see how that goes. But that's it for this episode then, so thank you very much for joining me. If you liked it, please click thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for future content, and let me know in the comments about your feelings about this playthrough. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.